our video tutorial on Classroom Teacher. You must have had the scores of your students. Looking at this worksheet, you can see these are my students in the class, their cells and all that. Now I want to sort this data, and in sorting data, most times, let me explain a bit. You can see the children lined up. Ken is a male, Mary is a female, and all that. And then in their scores, when you look at their total scores, you can see how the whole thing is. So in sorting data, it might be as a teacher, you want to arrange this data in a way so that you can see the highest child, the person that scored the highest mark should be on top. That's what we mean by data sorting. You just want to play, as it is now, it's all scattered. And that will help you to arrange the position. You don't need to begin to use calculator. You're calculating, or you're not even calculating in this case now. You're just looking at it. 68, 686 is more than 63, and you know those until you see yourself making a lot of mistakes. You can arrange the whole thing. Another way, apart from looking at the highest or the lowest, starting from the lowest score, you can as well arrange this data. Let me allow the male students to be on top. Then the female will be down, so I will be able to look at the males. You can see the males up there. Most times, it might be you want to, arrange them according to the alphabetical order. These are the names of these kids. I want it to be arranged alphabetically. The first, the name with the first alphabet or so starts, like what we do in our, conventional classroom system. So that's what sorting is all about. So when you are doing that, remember you are dealing with the entire data, entire worksheet. So as many as the parts you want to be involved, you must highlight all of them. Now if I want to do this, if I join this serial number, what you will see is this. Let me give you an instance. And if this serial number happens to be maybe exam number, registration number, those kind of numbers are attached to a particular child. When you want to highlight, you must highlight a lot, because if you don't do that, say for instance I highlight from these names, and eventually by the time I choose the alphabetical order, I see Agatha coming first. The Agatha that is somewhere down, okay, look at where Agatha is, because it's A, you see yourself coming here. If you've not included this, and this particular number here belongs to Ken, by the time you bring Agatha here, it's occupying a wrong number. So you have to be mindful of this. But if you look at this serial number has nothing to do with a specific number for every child. It's just that, Ken is appearing first now. So since this serial number is inconsequential, there's no child that is saying this number one is mine forever. Nothing like that. So when I'm highlighting, I'm not going to bring in that serial number. If not, I'm going to cause confusion. If I highlight the serial number, each child moving will move with the number. That is to say, if Clara is moving up here, you will see 9 up here, so the numbers will be scattered. So all I need to do, I highlight the only ones I feel I need. And watch me do that. From names down to the totals, and where the last name ends, that's it. So see what to do. By the time you highlight like this, now let's take it one by one. Go to this data menu. That's where you find what you're looking for. I click on it. I click on sort range. Watch it now. You see, all those headings are under different columns. You can see, because I didn't choose column A, that's why column A, the first column is CSB, and that's the name column. Column A is never here. So from column B to the last column being column N, that's what we are going to see. That's the total column. You can see it. So the question is, which one do you want to actually deal with? Now that's not my interest. Now if you leave it this way, you can confuse yourself. Why not let the names of these columns appear by saying data has header row? I click on it. So you see that column called column B has changed to names. Can easily see in access now and all that. Now the question is, what do you want to deal with? A system, I want to arrange these names in alphabetical order. That's what I want to do. So I'm dealing with names now. My setting, my ordering here is all about the names of the children. I don't care what they score. It's let my kids be arranged in alphabetical order. That's my interest. Now, are you starting from A to Z? When you say A to Z, that means you understand. You already understand ascending order. That's the number from A stand first and all that to the Z. Or if you want to make it this way, descending, so about A to Z, I click on sort. Watch what is going to happen now. Now watch it. Do you see that the last number name is Victory? That is V. I guess you can see Agatha is now first. And see, a lot of teachers, manually, I've seen teachers, I've met a lot of teachers, even in all their efforts and commitment, at the end of the day, you see they make mistakes in all these arrangements of alphabetical order. But with the system, you can't see any mistake here. It's all settled. Now, you may not want to do this on that. You want to see, let my males or females stand first. I go back again on data, just whatever you need. Now I put my rows again. I don't want those colors to confuse me. I want to arrange this based on sex. And it say, remember, female, male, F comes first. So if you allow this one, it means that you want the females to stand up there. But if you go here, you're saying let the male stand because M comes last. So you're starting from the last. So if you go here now, it depends on what okay, let's use our female. Let the female start first. So we'll say sort. You're going to see all the females are lined up. Can you see it? So in this class of 25 students, you have 12 females. You don't need stories. But this is the last female, Vero. When the rest, Dave, to the last. That's it. I've been able to sort my class according to their sex. So I can see. So think about class register. By the time you feed the children, you want to just do that piano. You do this. You can see the girls are up there. And remember, you can decide to make color like in our various class registers. We usually use red for the girls. There's coloring. If you want to color this, it's as simple as ABCD. So if you just highlight all the female now and put them the red color, exactly what you do in your class, you do better here. Now, another way we can sort, what if we're looking for the first position? So we want to sort this particular data based on the person that had the highest total. So we're going to use the total column. I go back to data. Please make sure you understand all we're doing. So I want to see this. I want to be seeing the column of a thing. So I go to data now. I'm in total column. I click on it. And if I say A to Z, that means I'm talking of smallest number to the highest. Is that what you want to do as a teacher? No, I want the biggest number, the highest number to start. So I use this. So sorting. Without story. Roland is the first. He has the first position here. And that's the boy. Remind me. So Roland, you don't need stories. You don't need to waste your time calculating. The total is here 760 and it's arranged itself that Roland is first, Phoebe is second, Justice third, Agatha came third, Vero fourth, Vero fifth, Francis, Rose seventh. Everything is west. No story. Don't need story. And who is the last man? Is he a female or a male child? Melissa. Oh, Melissa. It's so bad. It's so bad. Melissa scored 573. Cain was somewhere close to him, to her. So that's Melissa. Melissa came last. Why the man occupying the first position is that young man called Roland. Oh, that's beautiful. So that's it. You see, you can arrange it. Now, let me do some final things before I leave. Let me just remove the whole of this. I want to deal with only a particular subject. So, I just want to deal with economics. Home economics. Okay, or no, I want to calculate my position on English language. Okay, here we don't. Okay, let's get it. For me to know the child that has the highest mark in English language. So see what I do. So we can do same for each of the subjects. But let's get it this way. I saw the range. So I put this. Just give me English language. So what do I do right now? The highest. So I go here. Sort. Can see that Agatha has the highest in English language. He has the same score actually with Cain and Donald, then Marcel, Frank, and all that. The list was also, okay, not Agatha wasn't first, please. Agatha is even 11th. See, the first was Vero, 96. She scored 96. While the last was Judith, that had 40. You can see it. I can do the same, but if I do same with other subjects, look at, maybe I get all these subjects, but my interest, okay, let me know who scores first. I can even carry all this. Don't even need to remove it. All I need to do is to sort. Now I go here again. I want to check on mathematics. So you can easily know who scored who. What the question is, how do you want to arrange this? And I say the highest score. I'm dealing with mathematics now. So for mathematics, the highest score in this class was Timothy. And let's check the score. What's Timothy's score? Can you see it? This is mathematics for you. Timothy scored 93 and is the highest, while the least person was Frank with 44. So you can do this. You see how you sort your work and be able to know what happens, the position of your children on various subjects, as well as the total, the grand total, and that gives you a position. That is the spreadsheet for you using the Google Sheets. We come to the end of this video and still have other videos on this series. So thanks for your time.